practice. So we're going to keep going for 15 minutes. I've got the timer here, so I'm gonna set it for 15 minutes. Here we are. Okay, so this morning we're going to talk about alignment and transferring the weight as we did previously. So you can look at my previous videos, but we're gonna do it and add a few more things to it. So here we are. So standing up, I would like you to be aware of this part of your body, your pelvis area. So I like to think of it as a diamond. The heel of my hands are on my ASIs, the bony parts at the front here. I've got a pelvis here actually to show you. So it's on the pelvis is these two bits that stick out. Yeah, that's what we're after. And then the pubic symphysis, the bit at the bottom of your pelvis. So if you do this, you see you create a kind of triangle shape. So we create that triangle shape by reaching down with our index fingers, finding the pubic bone, the heel of the hand on the ASIs, and then the thumbs on the belly button. So we want this triangle to be on the same line. But not necessarily all the time, but at least when we breathe out. That's what I've been exploring this week. So when I breathe in, I tend to go to my lazy stance, and I'm wondering actually that I'm more in my lazy stance when I'm not breathing well, when I'm not exhaling, when I'm not breathing out. So let's try it together. So you breathe in, not doing anything, just being aware of these points. And as you breathe out, see if you can make them vertical. So top and bottom on the same vertical line, and ASIS on both sides of the pelvis on the same horizontal line. So not one up, one down, not one forward of the other, but on the same line this way and that way. Imagine a cross in the middle of your diamond. So let's take a few more breaths. As you breathe in, you expand, you're getting a bigger diamond. As you breathe out, the diamond shape shrinks. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, contract, compress. So you're not squeezing any muscles, you're just thinking of the bony points. The muscles follow. The muscles will follow the bones, so we don't have to squeeze. And in fact, we can try squeezing instead, but let's do a few more first. So breathe in, expand your diamond, and breathe out, shrink your diamond. In, expand, out, shrink. Okay, now let's do the same thing, this time trying to squeeze the muscles in so you can notice the difference. Breathe in, relax, let go. Breathe in, relax, let go. Breathe out, squeeze the tummy. Expand, let go, and breathe out, squeeze. So I don't know what difference you feel. I feel that it's a stronger feeling with the contraction, and to me it's a contraction that's too strong, really. We don't need to have so much force in it. That's what I quite like, focusing on the diamond and the bones. So, but do what you think is best for you. So another thing is the rib cage. So if I think of the rib cage as another triangle, I want this triangle to come closer to my diamond. So the triangle is formed here. Yeah, just the top bit. Let's just focus because that's how the rib cage is shaped. Find the tippy top of your rib cage here, on the inside, the bottom of the breastbone, and from here you've got like a triangle shape, the top of it. Imagine a line here, and you want this triangle to come closer to the pelvis as you breathe out. Not too close that you're completely rounded, but closer so your rib cage is flush, so you can't stick your fingers under. I can't stick my fingers under here. It's flush with my pelvis. It's on the same line. So let's do that. Let's try that together. Breathe in. Take your rib cage up. Breathe out. Bring it down. In, out, in, out. So you've got your triangle here, and you've got your diamond here and your triangle here. Diamond, triangle. You bring them together. Breathe in, breathe out. You can also think of two lines. Breathe in, breathe out. Now look what it's doing to my spine. So if I relax, I tend to have too much of a curve. So I breathe out, less of a curve, but still some lumbar curve. Rib cage, compress, and relax. Okay, so we've done alignment, and we're going to do a little bit on the head. So tap the head here. Imagine you're carrying something. Carry your hand and feel those muscles in your neck really kind of elongating, working to carry that weight, that imaginary weight. And then you've got your rib cage, your pelvis, to the best of your ability, and we're going to shift the weight from the back foot to the front foot, from the heel to the ball of the foot to start with, keeping a check on the alignment. So from heel to ball to toes, heel, ball, toes, heel, ball, toes. And the other leg is vertical, so that's your landing just below the body. That's a bit of your walking, just one part. So heel, ball, toes, vertical leg, and aligned pelvis and rib cage. So let's do that with a breath. Breathe in, prepare, breathe out, do the movement. Breathe in, prepare, be your relaxed self. Breathe out, heel, ball, toes, and alignment, diamond, triangle. Breathe in, breathe out. Thinking of the head stance, not come forward or down to look at your feet. So tap, 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 tap first. Okay, relax, breathe in, breathe out, heel, ball, toes, with alignment. Because what's important about the alignment of the pelvis is that if your pelvis is aligned, your leg is behind you, that's hip extension. So you're getting some glute activation. If your pelvis is, like me, a bit lazy and tends to tip forward with more of a curve, the activation is not as strong because the pelvis is on the same line as the leg. So we want the pelvis to be centered so the leg can travel, and you might feel that it's more of a stretch here at the front of your hip flexors. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out, heel, ball, toes, heel, ball, toes, and change side. Hope you can see my feet there. Let's tweak it a little bit to be sure. So tap, tap the heads, carry the weights. So you're looking ahead rather than down at your toes or forward So you need to keep being mindful of this direction and this direction, rather than this direction and this direction. So rather than this, it's more this. Okay, so you can put your hands on the pelvis and rib cage. Breathe in and breathe out. Heel, ball, toes. Heel, ball, toes. To join the other leg. Heel, ball, toes. But not quite. Heel, ball, toes. With the breath, breathe in, breathe out. Heel, ball, toes. This pelvis. I'm just focusing on my pelvis now, because I know what my foot is doing. You're welcome to focus on the one thing that is important to you, whether it's this alignment, or this alignment. Your leg is straight, by the way. As you're about to push off. Breathe in, breathe out, move. Breathe in, breathe out. Shrink the diamond. Breathe in, expand. Breathe out, shrink. Okay, great. So now we're going to focus a little bit on landing. You want to land not with a big planting of the heel like this, unless you like it, but that's quite jarring for the knee. It's quite a lot of pressure on the heel. If you get calluses on that area, you might want to practice this with me. So you want to land gently. The foot is flat. The heel touches first, but only just. So we're transferring the weight. So it's a very small step at the moment, but that's okay. So you just want to land just below your body. Not taking a big step in front, but it's the back leg that leads, and we land under the body. With a flat foot. So now we're going to go back to transferring the weight, but from the front to the back, so that as if you're walking backwards. So I'm sure you can see my head here. Okay, so you're here with both legs on the same line, and you're taking a step back. So you're transferring the weight from the heel to the ball. Let's take this back a bit. Oh, that might be a bit better. So here we are, taking a step back, heel, ball. Toes, heel, ball. So imagine you're walking backwards. In case you find it difficult to feel heel, ball, toes, people usually find it easier to feel toes, ball, heel. So try it one way, try the other, one side, the other. So you're on pelvic width apart, otherwise you might wobble a bit. So SIS here, if you draw a line from your bony prominence here at the of your pelvis, it's straight down through your knees. You would cut your knees in half, and then you end up right in the middle of your ankles. So straight down. So you should be fairly stable. If you're not, you're welcome to widen your stance a little bit if you feel a bit wobbly. So we're taking a step back. So it's toes, heel, ball. Toes, heel, ball. Of course, you can do it slowly so you can really feel it, or you can do it fast. It kind of helps build muscle memory a bit more. I find it's really improved the way I walk. I was surprised when I filmed myself that it was actually landing a bit flatter and using my glutes more without thinking about it. So that's good. Alright, so we're taking a step back. We're only taking one step, but if you've got the space, you're welcome to take a few steps. If you can manage 3 steps, that would be great. 1, 2, 3. Think of your pelvis down and breathe. Shrinking your diamond. Expanding on the in-breath, shrinking on the out-breath. So once you can trust your feet, you can focus on the breathing a bit more, but you can choose, because the pelvis is also very important. But it's best to focus on one thing if you can. And once you can trust your feet, you can focus on the other bit. I just thought I'd add the pelvis because that's what I've been working on personally. So you can see my diamond expanding and shrinking. Okay, so I hope you find this helpful. Now we're gonna try landing with spread out toes. So if you try and do your landing, maybe I'm just gonna just go down to my feet. And so take a step and then widen your toes consciously. So you can also widen your fingers. So widen toes as you step. And your body's pushing you forward from the back leg. Using spread toes as you land. Spread toes as you land. And then swap your foot if you haven't already. So that gives you a wider foot, which not everyone likes the idea, but a wider foot gives you a wider base of support, so you'll be more stable. And also it helps move extra muscles that not necessarily get a chance unless we do it consciously. So I'm mindful of not landing on the inside of my MTP joint here, which has a little bit of extra bone due to years of misuse. Okay, so you want to land not kind of on the side and run. Try and land evenly if you can. That's your chance to focus on it, to practice. So when you walk, you don't have to think too much about it. So swap side again. So I'm spreading my toes. All my toes are happy to spread except for the little one. It's my lazy one. You might have a lazy toe, so bring your attention to your lazy toe. Give it some encouragement to spread with the others. Focus on that finger as well. Lots to focus on, but pick one. I'm giving you options. So you need to point forward, because as soon as the knee comes in, the ankle goes, and the big toe as well, the bunion is reinforced, because when the bones feel pressure, they tend to, extra pressure, they tend to bulk up a bit more to cope with that pressure. So I don't want to get it any bigger. I think it's big enough. Okay, so that's it. We did spread our toes. So the toes should spread naturally, but they don't always at this stage of gait. And then behind you, you can try behind. So try spreading the toes when the foot is behind you. Let's try that. So once you get on top of the toes, because what can happen is that you think you're spreading your toes, and then at the last minute they go. I mean, it's okay that they behind you, they do tend to do this when you do the swing through, but when you push off, you push off at the end. The toes come into action. So if you spread them a little bit, that's where my little toe gets really lazy. But if I load it, so at this stage, pushing off, yeah, very good. Maybe stay here and spread. So you've got your foot behind you, and at the same time you're spreading your toes. Hope you can see that. I can see that in the screen. Yeah. Encourage one that's lazy. Don't worry if more than one are lazy. Yeah, that's pretty good. My standing foot too. Now you can go down and up, down and up. Alright, so now I've stopped looking at my foot and I've got to trust my foot to spread behind me. Still thinking of breathing. Another foot. Trust your foot to spread and push. And same when we land, let's trust our foot so we can look straight ahead rather than have our head down. So let's look ahead, look in front of us. Let's look in front of us as we spread the toes. So we trust our feet, our toes to know what they're doing. So spread as you land, spread as you land, spread again, and spread, and spread, and spread, and change foot, other foot, spread, 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 without checking that you're doing it. So it's okay to do it, but it's also, you know, you can't spend your life looking at your feet. You have sore neck. You have a very sore neck. Alright, and take a few steps. Thinking of spreading. Spreading as you land, spreading as you push off. Spreading as you land, spreading as you push off. Spreading as you land, spreading as you push off. Spreading as you push off. Oh, it's quite tricky to do at the same time, isn't it? That's why it's better to focus on one bit. I find that really hard. Spread. Yeah. Spread here, spread there. Spread here, spread there. Spread, spread, spread. No, yeah. Spread, 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 spread. Right. Okay. So now we've done a lot of walking on a flat surface, so we're lacking that movement of the ankle. We're going to do a few where we actually decrease the angle. So we do it with bent legs now, which can be useful when you walk uphill or downhill. Your legs tend to be more bent than on flat. So we really need to, so go to a level that suits you. You can go quite a long way down. It depends, you know, you want to keep your heel down, that's the thing, behind you. And see, keeping the heel down, how far you can take your knee. And swap side. So I'm trying to have one bend, one straight. So they get a turn, each get a turn. Now, let's try some feet again. Caught myself looking at my feet. It's okay from time to time, just to get the bearings. But alright, so how far can I go down, keeping my heel down? About here. Then I can't go any further. So that's quite. I can go up quite a steep hill with that kind of angle. So leg bent, leg straight, one leg bent, one leg straight. Let's get the coordination. One leg bent, one leg straight. straight, leg bend, neck straight, thinking of my diamond and my breathing. So I'll be quiet for a bit. Right, okay, let's just check this diamond that is working. Yeah, we're coming to the end. I thought it was about 15 minutes. It's near 0, so it's going to go beep in a minute. So I hope you find this helpful. These are the things I've thought about this week. I've practiced, so I thought I'd share with you because I think it can help a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with their walking, and simple things can really help, can really make a difference. So I'm out of breath just doing that. Okay, so now it's going to be time to go for a walk. I hope you can enjoy a walk, and thank you very much for joining me live. Actually, it says 26 minutes, so I definitely got my timing wrong again. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Bye for now.